Hi guys, in today's video I want to discuss a stock. So Nokia, I've been in Nokia for a couple of months, and right now as you can see there's a lot of hype around Nokia and the stock. So basically when I got in it was around $2, and now it's, as of this morning, it was actually a penny stock, but pretty much from market open it stopped being a penny stock because it's now over $5 a share. However, I actually believe it's still a very good time to get in because I believe the way the share price is going to rise is going to be very similar to the way GameStop share price has been rising, seeing that there's a lot of hype around this stock. So a lot of people pretty much are trying to get on this stock right now, even to the point that a lot of brokers actually had to switch off the crash because they couldn't take on any more orders. There was so much volatility in the market towards this stock and other stocks, but mainly this one. There's been a lot of volatility. So in the video, I'm going to go through the fundamental analysis. So looking at an article basically supporting why the company is very good and why you should get behind the company, despite there's actually been a lot of hype right now. So the markets are very irrational at the moment. Like, you can't make sense of what the market's doing because a lot of people are jumping in. A lot of people are pretty much crashing the system, with their orders, etc. But once all the hype has settled, once the dust has settled, the company behind, you actually see a lot of good news behind this company. You understand that the company are doing a lot of good things, so it's very good. It's a good place to put your money and hold for the long term. And of course, the hype driving the price up only benefits yourself and I and the people who own shares in the company or who are actually in this play. So as well as the fundamental analysis, I'm going to go through the technical analysis, basically looking at the technicals, seeing entry points. Well, it was the middle of sense this morning, but right now it's taken off, but I can still see good places to enter because it might dip. This stock might actually dip, so you can get it at a cheaper price. And also I'm going to give my price targets for this stock long term. Basically the price targets I'm going to give actually were my predetermined price targets for when I got into Nokia. So when I got in at $2, so when everything in the market still made sense, there was still market efficiency. It still made sense, but it's gonna still make sense even in the long run. So guys, make sure you watch till the end because pretty much, I don't mean to blow my own horn, but all the stock picks that I've had lately have actually doubled, that pretty much on the way to the moon. So I've got plenty of space suits ready. I've got plenty to dish out to you guys if you want to join me. So make sure you watch to the end because you're going to benefit from the information I give. Hi guys, welcome back to Investor Prime TV. David here. If you're new, this channel is a one-stop shop for anything investment. So investment discussions, investment ideas, stock picks, when to get in the market, when to get out. So make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe, and of course, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any further uploads. So let's get into the company overview and fundamental analysis. I understand a lot of people already know who Nokia are, but not a lot of people actually know what they do exactly, so I'm going to get into that. So currently on Yahoo Finance, Nokia Corporation, ticker symbol is NOK. So the current trading price, because the market is actually still open as of the time of this video, so the current trading price is $6.66. So it's up by $1.93 for the trading day, or 40.9%. So that's a huge percentage. Okay, so part of this is down to the hype, and the other part is because it's a very good company. Nokia Corporation engages in the network and technology business worldwide. The company operates in 4 segments: ultra broadband networks, global services, IP networks and applications, and Nokia Technologies. It focuses on mobile radio, including macro radio, small cells, and cloud-native radio solutions for communication service providers and enterprises. Okay, so already Nokia, they're a very good, well-established company. They're a global company, and most importantly, they were the people that brought us the Nokia 3310. So looking at the summary of Nokia, so their market cap is 37.15 billion. So they're a large cap company. Like I said, basically they're established, they're well established, they have their hands in a lot of pies. So there's a lot of revenue streams for Nokia. So if we look at the beta, so the beta is 0.54, which is basically shows that it's actually not volatile, which is a good time to get in the stock, or at least wait for a dip so you can get in at a better price. But before the stock becomes highly volatile and expensive, if you're an options trader, it'll be very expensive to buy options, etc. Or if you're buying the stock, you might buy it at an unpreferred price because the price would have taken off due to the volatility, especially with all this hype surrounding Nokia. So if we look at the volume, so today's volume is 659.1 million shares being traded. That's huge compared to the average volume of 42.8 million. A lot of people have got Nokia on their radar. Okay, so they're jumping to this stock, etc. And part of the reason they're doing that is they believe it's going to be the next game. And I strongly believe it's going to be the next GameStop. Like in terms of price movement, the way it's been shooting up. So if we look at what the analysts are saying, so right now it's moved from a hold, it's heading towards a buy. So again, a good time to get in on this stock. Okay, so if you believe the share price is too high, let's say you want to get in an X amount of shares, then you can buy a few shares and pretty much if it dips, then you pretty much average down so you get a more preferred price. Overall, you get the number of shares that you wish to have, but you average down so you get all your shares at a discounted rate. Okay, but at least if it doesn't dip, then you're still in Nokia. Nokia and Elisa push network boundaries with world's first 1T deployment. Press release: Nokia and Elisa push network boundaries with world's first 1T deployment. Nokia raises the bar on next generation IP networks with a commercial trial to prepare Elisa's network for the future. Elisa turbocharges its Nokia 7950 XRS routers with terabit interfaces to keep IP network capacity ahead of the curve as new applications and access technologies push network capacity to new limits. The exponential demand for connectivity and bandwidth driven by cloud computing, video streaming, AI, IoT, and 5G, coupled with changing internet traffic patterns among consumers, home workers, and businesses, is pushing capacity to the limits of communication service providers, CSP, networks. So basically, there's a lot of demand for Nokia's networks infrastructure, especially with what's going on now with the pandemic. A lot of people are working from home, so a lot more people require internet service or require much better internet network connection. So basically faster connections, etc. So Nokia's infrastructure, they've been investing a lot into building that infrastructure and to meet these demands. So that's partially why there's a huge surge in Nokia's share price, because they've been meeting these demands. There's going to be a lot more demand for the networks as more and more people are working from home with this uncertainty of this pandemic. So a lot more people are going to be needing to get on their networks. So they were pretty much a penny stock this morning, but now they're no longer a penny stock. So they mean a lot of business. And most importantly, it's very good for us investors who are buying into their shares, because this ultimately means that their share price is going to double. It's going to head to the moon. If we look at the chart of Nokia, so ticker symbol NOK. So basically I did a video on Nokia when I was getting in on Nokia, and I was trying to put you guys on Nokia. Okay, so this was around November time. The share price was $3.30. Okay, so since then the share price has obviously doubled that Nokia has made today. In one day they've made 37% gain. As you can see, the high of Nokia was $9.75. Okay, so that's huge. And this alone would have got a lot of short sellers scared, okay, because it would have basically wiped a lot of people out of the markets, triggered a lot of stop losses for short sellers, and that's just the start of good things to come for this stock. Okay, so don't think that this run is over or this is a one-off run. As I'm talking, you can see the way the bulls are trying to drive this price up. There's a lot of fighting between the bulls and the bears, and I'm just sitting here with my popcorn enjoying this fight. So basically, given my future price prediction of Nokia, I would say basically it has to get to that $10 first of all. I believe there's a resistance if we look further back. Okay, so if we look further back, and pretty much the highest resistance, okay, so the highest major resistance was effectively about $8. Okay, so it's tested this resistance. Okay, it looks like the resistance might hold a little bit, but my price prediction going forward, it has to first get to this $8, test it again. That's if it doesn't close above it today. But assuming it closes below it today, then I believe the bulls need to raise this price, test this resistance at $8. And to be honest, if it breaks this resistance, then we're pretty much good to go until it gets to around $20. 2021, by the end of the year, I can see this stock price being at least $100. It might sound crazy, but I pretty much had the same prediction for Game. Guys, so make sure you get on Nokia. I know right now the price is a little high in relation to pretty much the move it's been making so far, but you can at least wait till it dips, or like I suggested, you could get in now with a small position at whatever price it closes at, or is closing at, or is currently at. And every time it dips, you can pretty much add onto your position until you build out the size of position that you actually want. Okay, so you don't want to go, let's say you want to get 1,000 shares, you don't want to get a full 1,000 shares right now. You want to get maybe 100 shares right now because it's quite high. When it dips, you go 200 shares, and then dips again 300 shares. That way you're averaging down, so that way instead of getting, your first entry might be $6.50, but by the time you finish averaging down, your overall average might be $4.20, depending on where it dips, or it might be $5, okay? In the grand scheme of things, if you're holding for the whole year, it might not really make much of a difference unless you've got loads of call options and you've got loads of shares, like thousands of shares, in which case $1 difference can make a huge difference to your portfolio. So if you enjoyed this video, guys, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and of course hit that notification bell so you don't miss any further uploads. Guys, if you're getting in Nokia, if you're thinking about getting in Nokia, or this is the first time you just heard about the hype and you want to see what's actually going on, why people are rushing to Nokia, make sure you comment below, let me know. Or if there's any stocks, penny stocks, or any stocks you want me to do a review on, maybe you're thinking about getting on a stock but you're not too sure, you just want a second opinion, let me know in the comments below. Thanks guys, I'll see you in the next video.